welcome back to my channel. I'm Corey Ray Sterringer, and today we're going to be doing something that I used to do on my channel when I first started it, and that is a paranormal story time. I don't think I've done any paranormal story time since I've come back from the 4-year hiatus, other than the psychic video. So yeah, but unlike the old videos, this one's not going to be about dreams. It's about a real life experience that happened to me when I was a kid. And it's not about ghosts. As you can see in the title, it's a vampire experience. So, I'm just going to jump right into it. Whenever I was a kid, both my parents worked full-time jobs. So, I would often stay with my grandparents who lived next door to us, or I would go right up the road to my aunt and uncle's house and spend the day with my aunt and 2 cousins. They lived in the house that haunts my dreams that I featured in the very first video on this channel. But besides the point, a lot of times in the summertime, she would take us to a local beach at a lake, and we would just basically spend all day there. And there was a lot of different memories that I have there. There was one time I actually, because my cousins tan so easily, I refused to wear sunblock 3 days in a row that we went there. So now, because I got a 3rd-degree sunburn, my shoulders are literally completely covered in freckles. But anyway, that's not the story I'm telling you. So in this particular story, we went to the local lake, just like we did so many times before. And this day, I think it was getting towards the end of the day, so like late afternoon, almost like evening maybe. It wasn't dark, it was still daylight. And my cousins and I were swimming and playing in the water, and my aunt was just like hanging out on the beach. And all of a sudden, this group of teenagers, these gothic, alternative-looking teenagers, come walking into the water. Most of them still had, like, their jeans and shorts or whatever on, which was weird. So, all of a sudden, the group forms a circle in the water, and this one particular guy and girl stood in the middle of the circle, and he bit her neck. Like, I'm talking full-on vampire bit her neck. So, of course, my aunt and all the other parents who had their kids there were kind of like, what the heck? And were freaking out because there was a bunch of little kids around. I mean, I was like 8 years old. And so I remember my aunt and another woman went to the lifeguard and was telling him that they were like scaring us kids and everything. So they ended up making them leave. But just that memory has always stuck with me, and I always thought, were they vampires? Were they just being creeps and watching this dude give a girl a hickey? I don't know. I just remember him biting her neck and thinking they were vampires. I still remember that to this day, and like being kind of scared of them. But yeah, so they ended up leaving, and that's the last I ever saw of them that I know of. But yeah. So that's the end of that story. But while we're here, I also wanted to talk about where I've been for the last 2 weeks. I made a thing that I was going to post every Friday and then do a short video every Monday for Magic Monday. And I haven't done that for the last 2 weeks now. So I haven't really talked about here on the channel, but I do struggle with mental health and depression. So just the last 2 weeks I was in a funk, and I just really didn't feel like recording anything. I didn't want to be in front of a camera. Still not feeling the greatest. But yeah, so that's where I've been. So know that I am fine. I'm okay. It's just sometimes I get in the mood. You know, we're all human. But coming up soon, another announcement that I'm going to follow through on. Tomorrow, well, today, once I post this video, my 2 cousins that I got the ghost tattoos with and I are going on a spooky weekend road trip. So we're going to go tomorrow morning. We're leaving bright and early, and we're going to drive to Mansfield, Ohio to tour the Ohio State Reformatory. We're going to stay the night in that town. The next morning, we're going to get up, drive back into West Virginia to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, where the Mothman was seen from. We were going to stay at the big old Low Hotel in Point Pleasant, but what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember the word I'm looking for. I just got off work. Our stay was... I can't think of the word. Our reservation was canceled. That's what I'm looking for. And so now we're going to stay right across the river from Point Pleasant in another part of Ohio. That was my Boston Terrier, if you heard that. He just shook his head out. Anyway, we're going to go across the river from Point Pleasant and stay the night in that town of Ohio, which I think is called Gallipolis, something like that. But anyway, we're going to stay the night there, but we're going to spend all day Saturday in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. We're going to go to Ripley, West Virginia, to a Halloween-themed ice cream shop called, I think it's called like Ice Cream for Ice Cream, or Ice Cream, something like that. So we're going to go there. And then Sunday, we're going to get up and we're going to start heading back towards our home here in Maryland. And we're going to stop in Thurmond, West Virginia, which is an abandoned ghost town, but it's actually part of a state park now. So we're going to stop there and go walk through that. And then we're going to go to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum again. So it's going to be a busy weekend with all sorts of creepiness, and I'm going to be vlogging. Excuse me. I'm going to be vlogging the trip just like I did with Salem and Sleepy Hollow last month. So if you want to see those, make sure you're watching. The first part will go up next Friday. So hope to see you there. Of course, technically I won't be seeing you there. I'm literally fighting with both my Boston Terriers right now to get off my lap. So if you're hearing snorting, that's literally what you're hearing. So, anyway, if you like what you see today, if you want to see the future videos I'm going to be posting with that trip and other content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons, and make sure you hit that little bell icon so you get all the notifications of when I'm posting. And until next time, stay spooky.